Well, it's been a little while, but Arcane Odyssey's latest update has finally been released, which is, at last, the Nimbus Sea. And while the rollout of this update was definitely something, I guess, I don't really care about that. This is not like a review of the update, this is the lore. This is the lore of what was added in the Nimbus Sea Part 1. Hopefully, Part 1 of many, as the story here, while short, is an interesting start and lead up to what we'll be expecting to see in the rest of the sea. There isn't all too much to get through, so I will quickly just get through it all. Remember, as always, to like and subscribe, and without further ado, let's jump into a quick retelling of what happens in Arcane Odyssey's Nimbus Sea. So, where we last left off, our player character has just had their first awakening, defeated King Calvus, and toppled the rule of the Order of Aesir in the Bronze Sea. And they move on to the Nimbus Sea to prevent a war from breaking out between Curex and Samaria. So we sail out to the Nimbus Sea, which, if I was going to be honest, with a name like Nimbus Sea, I was expecting a lot of sky islands, expecting a lot of cloud stuff, sky islands, lots more to do in the sky. So far, there's been honestly none of that, but I am hopeful and expecting there to be more sky stuff in the future as we get to Jotunheim, but that's jumping the gun a little bit. Getting back to where our player is, our player heads to these shipwrecked islands, like this island of just shipwrecked ships, I forgot the name of it, and they are attacked by pirates who harpoon the ship and reel it in. The player, who is now probably one of the most powerful people in the War Seas, easily just dispatches these pirates, completely destroys them, fights their way all the way to their leader, Captain Maria, and after defeating her in battle, either kill Lady Maria or spare her depending on the ending that you got with Lord Elias, and then you venture into her ship, where you find some documents containing stuff about the Assassin Syndicate. The Assassin Syndicate being the, that, like, extra group that, like, roams around in the War Seas. Not the pirates, like, the ones. They were telling the Corsair pirates here to prevent Samaria from helping out Ravenna after the player killed King Calvus, to kind of just drive up tensions between them and kind of start another war between the two of them. Even though Ravenna is like completely toppled at this point, so that war would be pretty easy to win. The player and their group heads to Samaria, where they talk to the Empress Nyla of the Samarians. And she explains a bit more about how she sent a group to Jotunheim, which is where Curex is, and we're kind of just waiting for the story to continue from there. The player is currently been told to head to like this little outer island that's kind of in Samaria's control, but not really, and that's pretty much all we know about the story from now. The rest of this video is kind of me just speculating, just seeing where I think the story will go next. So obviously, Jotunheim it's like a place, it's like the Father of Giants kind of area, or like Den of Giants. It's where Ymir is supposed to live. For all you Tower Galactica people, you probably know that. But, yeah, so Jotunheim is going to be Jotunheim, Curex. They're obviously a very Viking inspired area. It's going to be very cold. It's going to be huge. Jotunheim, I'm expecting it to be gigantic, since it's the land of giants. And, it's going to be crazy. What I'm expecting to happen is obviously one of the brothers of the Curex people, I forgot their names, one of them is probably going to be a member of the Order. I don't expect all of them to be a member of the Order, kind of like how it was with Ravenna, where Ravenna was basically just crawling with people who are part of the Order. I think it's just going to be some of them. I could be wrong with that, but we'll see. And then I also expect there's going to be a lot more to do with the sky, especially with how big I'm expecting Jotunheim to be. There's probably going to be a crap ton to do in the sky with all that stuff. I think we're going to see another curse user, probably an ice curse user. Probably going to be one of them there. And not really much else to really talk about. The Dark Sea did get some expansions. We did learn a bit more about... Well, we didn't learn anything new, honestly. It's kind of just more NPCs that kind of just say, stuff about the era of Arcane Adventures and the era kind of before that, just talking about all that stuff. We know about the Vimir Sea now, and kind of going back to some stuff that was on Twitter. During the story recap, this might be a retcon, so just throwing that out there, this might be a retcon, but we do learn that Naviro did go back to Ravenna, and he's starting to reform Winterville as a powerhouse in the Bronze Sea again, probably working with Revon. You know, Revon probably took control back of the Empire since the player left, and the two of them are kind of working together. Maybe Revon maybe actually will finally realize that the player did a good thing in killing Calvus, so maybe there'll be some development there, and then we'll see them in the future. So nothing really new there. Honestly, this update, being frank, there wasn't really all too much when it comes to lore, but I did want to make just a little video talking about it. Yeah, so yeah, sorry it's short, but that's really all there was to this update. Hopefully there'll be more in the future. So yeah, if you enjoyed, please be sure to like and subscribe and all that stuff, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.